Yo, welcome back, man, to another Friday night Soul to Soul. We're going to be talking about sneakers tonight, all the latest sneaker topics that have come up throughout the week. We're going to take a look at some official images of some sneakers that were coming out. We're going to take a look at probably some other topics that were sort of making its rounds earlier this week. And tomorrow we do have a release for the Air Jordan 1 Low in the Baron colorway. I know a lot of people probably ain't really into that, but I'm actually looking forward to that release. But thank you guys for being here once again, man. I see about 16 of y'all just popped up into the building like that, man. Appreciate you guys as always. Mario's in the building. Salute, my guy. What up? Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. Nubian King 410. Salute, my guy. 50 Dro in the building. What's good? Berg 77. Happy Friday. Kicks and EDC. What's good, bro? Man, what's good, bro? Thanks for being here. Marcus Crown Kick Stevens, my guy. Yo. I know I haven't really made any videos this week, which is rare for me. Normally I make at least a couple of videos. Um, but I've been doing some work to my house. Getting new windows here soon, doing some stuff. So while it's still warm out, just trying to get a couple of things buttoned up here at my house. So that's what I've been doing this week. It's been really hot, but that's summertime. There really hasn't been a whole lot going on, like as far as like releases go. It's been July is not really, there's not a lot of heat right now. There's not a whole lot going on. And in summers past, the past, I guess, most recent summers, it's sort of been this way. Other summers have been more, I guess, busy, if you want to call it, but really hasn't been that much going on. We did see a Travis Scott shock drop earlier this week for a sneaker I did not want, and I missed it, but from what I understand, it was only 200 pairs or something like that. So, I don't know if any of you guys were lucky enough to get them or anything like that, but I really wasn't interested in the sneaker that they were putting out. But I don't know if you were lucky enough to get them. Hey, let me know down in the chat, man, because that's still a nice W. It's still a nice shoe. I'm not saying it's not. It just didn't really interest me. Um, we got into we got some information that Nike's suing the I'm sorry, let me back up and speak correctly. Nike is suing the shoe surgeon, and I don't know if you guys know who that is, but the shoe surgeon is one of probably the most popular customizers out there. And maybe if somebody jumps on the panel, maybe that's when I'll get into that part, because that's a little weird, because Nike's actually commissioned him to do work for them, and maybe he took it too far. Maybe he was selling things maybe he shouldn't be selling. But from what I understand, like, and what I've seen in the past, the shoe surgeon is like that dude when it comes to making like a one-on-one type sneaker. Like if you want an 85 high Air Jordan 1 whatever, you know what I mean, my guy like makes it to like the exact T. And that's sort of interesting because, and like I said, we'll touch upon this, maybe once somebody else jumps on the panel. But that's interesting to me because that's where you start getting into like counterfeiting. There's that fine line, right? Like what's a UA, what's a fake, you know what I mean, and things of that nature, especially when Nike has actually commissioned him and has worked with him in the past. But Nike's suing everybody. Nike's suing everyone. I think, what was it? Odell Beckham was suing them, and they were suing that. Like all types of, I don't know what's going on, man. Nike's coming for their money. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's because their stock's been going down, sneakers ain't been selling out as much. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just sick of people making money off of their product. I don't know, but like they're going after everyone now. Everyone. No one's safe when it comes to Nike in these lawsuits. So I don't know. I looked at his website and I didn't see any Nike products on there. I think I saw some Adidas stuff that he got on there, but he don't have any Nike products on there at this current time. So I don't know. I'll have to monitor that situation and see how that plays out. Straight Paper Chaser in the building. What's good? Happy Friday, bro. 50 Joe said, James, quick, since you work in banking, any good investments in 2024? real estate, if you can do it. I know interest rates are high, but the thing is interest rates are expected to come down in 2025. And people are not buying houses right now because they think that because the interest rate's high, now's not a good time to buy. The problem with that is that once the interest rates come down, then the price of the house is going to go up because the competition is going to be higher for it. There's going to be more demand for the house. So you're actually going to be paying more for the house than, say, the interest rate that you're going to get on the loan. You can always refinance the loan later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? But, if you go and pay 30, 50, 60, 100,000 over asking because the way that the market shapes up to be, that doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I think the perfect time to buy is when you can afford it. So if you can get into real estate, that's something that I would invest in if you can afford that. Other than that, man, just like your Nike's down 25% and their calendar for 2025. I mean, especially for us, we're all into sneakers and stuff like that. Like, it makes sense. Like, buy some shares of Nike. You know what I mean? Talk to your financial advisor at your bank, see what they kind of portfolio they could put it through. If you have a 401k at your job, you know what I mean? Try to contact your HR department so they can get in touch with whoever like runs that and try to buy some shares of that. I would definitely recommend, something along those lines. Um, but yeah, I mean, just off the top of my head, those are the first two things that come to mind for sure. Kicks and EDC, how you feeling about those Paris Olympic fours? I like them. I like them. I don't know how available they're going to be though. That's the thing. I'm hearing that they could be more on the limited side. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to wait and see what gets closer. I think those drop on the 27th, but I like them. Um, I wouldn't say it's like a must though. But I really want them. You know what I mean? Like if I take an L on it or something like that, I don't know that I would pay resale for it, but it's a very dope Air Jordan 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like it a lot. I think it's going to do well as far as like the amount of people that are interested in it and stuff like that. I don't think the sneaker's going to sit. But I like it. I like it. It's not needed, but I like it. Neil Kimmin, member for 11 months. Peace, love, and sneakers, y'all. Wet cement fours look nice. Yeah, they do. They definitely do, man. They definitely do. And, especially when you look at the month of July, like there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, we got the bike airs, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low Barons, we got the Jordan 4 Paris, and that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? There's not really a whole lot of releases this month, especially not, like hype releases. And even like the Air Jordan 1 Lows tomorrow, like, that's gonna be an easy cop. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be an easy cop. And I'm gonna get me a pair and I'm gonna get my girl a pair. Air Jordan 1 Lows, that's my thing, man. The OGs, I love those. That's a nice colorway. I'm definitely buying those tomorrow. Jumpman, Eric in the building. My guy, man. What you been up to, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Neil Kimmon said, Nike pretty desperate right now. Shareholders are unhappy. Um, yeah, but you have that. You'll have that. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons for that. Inflation's real high. People don't have the same amount of money to go out and buy sneakers every week like they did a couple of years ago. And they made record profits all throughout the pandemic. Record profits, and they kept raising the prices. And as much as people, it's $5, it's $10, it's $5, it's $10. But when you buy like us, right? Us, people in this chat, me, people like us that buy, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 releases per year, that adds up. It adds up. And then you start really looking at releases like, dude, I got that same colorway in the Jordan 6, so I don't need it in the Jordan 5, or whatever the case may be, or you look at the release calendar and you go, okay, that's a strong possibility. That's going to be a pass. That's going to be a pass. That's going to be a pass. Because, I mean, in this day and age, man, I was at the grocery store yesterday, for example, and like, I'm not one of those kind of people that like really like looks at the prices of things. So that's why I always take my fiance with me, because I am the type of person to where I buy. You know what I mean? If I like these Oreos, I'm buying them. I don't really look at how much they cost. Like, it's not something that I do. And we were looking at, I guess, I don't know if it was Cheez-Its or something at the grocery store yesterday. And I go to put it in the cart, and it was like $8, almost $9 or something. And my girl's like, "No, we ain't buying those. They're not on sale." And I was like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? But like every little thing is so much more money now. Everything, food, housing, bills. I mean, my electric bill is ridiculously high. I mean, everything just costs more. And at the end of the day, nobody, I mean, really, if we're being like honest with each other, nobody needs to buy 10 to 30 or 50 pairs of shoes per year. Like, nobody actually really needs to do that. So you're seeing the back, like Nike's taking that hit. You know what I mean? Um, and there could be multiple reasons for them to raise the prices, but they have just like continually raised prices over the past couple of years. If you're looking at what those black cement threes that are coming out, those are 220. Those are going to be 220 retail. The Jordan 4 military blues were 215. The Jordan 4 bread reimagines were 215. But as you see, like once they go to 220, then you'll see in 2025, you'll see a lot of these releases like they'll be 220. Like they don't even go through a whole year at that price before they give us the next price increase. So I mean, I don't know. It's definitely challenging for a lot of people, especially financially. You know what I mean? Like, have you guys been to McDonald's? I'm not a big McDonald eater, you know what I mean? But like a couple of weeks back, I was there. Big, when you go, got to get the Big Mac, right? So Big Mac meal was like $14. You know what I mean? Like that when I was a kid, that thing used to be like $3.99 or $5.99 or something. You know what I mean? It was cheap. Now McDonald's, like everything just costs more. So but at in the same breath, I was just saying like, yo, like the shares of Nike are down. I think it's 26% actually is what it is. Because I was looking at it the other day. 26% is down 26%. Like, you always buy stock on the cheap. Always buy it on the low. Don't buy it when it's high. You know what I mean? Buy it when it's low. And, they're going to come back. Nike always makes money. Nike's always going to make money no matter what. And especially looking ahead at what they're dropping. I mean, 2025 is loaded. Loaded. And they're expected to cut production on a lot of these releases too. So you're not going to see 300,000 pairs of a lot of these releases. You know what I mean? 500,000, like probably not going to see that next year. Because they're not selling them this year and they didn't sell them last year. A lot of these releases, like they come out and a handful of people or whatever will buy them on the Nike sneakers app or whatever, or Foot Locker or whatever. And then they sit and they got to be discounted. I mean, you go on GOAT and all these releases are way below retail. You know what I mean? I made a video last week and I was talking about, what was it? The Air Jordan 1 Low OG metallic blues. Like, dude, those things are basically free. You can get those for like $80 or $70 or something ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like everything is going for below retail. Like, and I'm not saying they're losing money because it doesn't really cost them that much to make a shoe, but like they're not making money how they used to make money. And so, I mean, it's just good business. Like, if you're not selling them, don't make as much. You know what I mean? If you own a pie company, you know what I mean, and you bake 100 pies a day and they only 10 sell, like tomorrow maybe you shouldn't make 100. You know what I'm saying? And it's just good business. So, they're expected to cut that stock, and these releases are getting crazy. Like that, like for 20, I mean, enjoy this time, and I'm gonna say it every time I talk to you guys, man. Enjoy right now. Enjoy right now. Enjoy right now, because sneakers are cheap and going for below retail and easy to get, and they're making a ton of them. And if there's something you want, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people will look at releases, and I know I'm like long-winded on this comment, and I apologize for that, but I know a lot of people will look at releases and go, "Oh man, like nobody wants them. They're sitting, and they're going for below retail, or they probably will go for below retail. I don't want them." I respect that and everything like that, but like if you like the shoe, buy the shoe. Especially if you can get a deal on it, buy the shoe, because you don't know how much longer that's gonna last, man. You know what I mean? Like, things are not gonna stay like this forever. It's too good. It's too good. You know what I mean? It's too good. So, definitely recommend reaching back on some things. There's a couple of sneakers that I want to reach back and get. A sneaker from last year, and I'll probably make a video about this, so I'm not going to go too in depth into that. But there's a sneaker last year that I didn't get that I definitely want to pick up, and some other ones I think people should buy because I think some of the prices on some of the releases that came out over the past 2 years are going to start going up. So before they do, if there's something you missed out on or you just have always had your eye on, man, now's the time, especially in months like this where there's not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot of releases and stuff like that, man. Like double back, pick up, some other stuff that you're interested in. Dropkicks Lee, Pittsburgh checking in, man. Salute, my guy. Salute. Retro Rick in the building. Retro Rick, he said, yeah, that's what I was saying the other day. Been saying it, Nike needs money. Hey, Retro Rick, man. Hey, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. I know last week, we heard that you was in an accident, bro. I hope you're doing well. I did see you send me the link on Monday, but I actually was not home. So I'm sorry. I'm definitely looking forward to catching up with you very, very soon. Prayers to you, bro. I hope you're doing well. Hitman said, I made a promise to my wife I wouldn't buy any shoes until Black Cement 3s. Boy, I'll be tight if I don't cop them in November. Not gonna buy nothing, huh? That's a promise I would never make. I would never make that promise, but hey, I wish you the best, man. And I think we're gonna talk about the Black Cement 3s here momentarily as soon as I get through some of these comments and answer some questions and stuff like that. But there's some releases though. But shout out to you, man. Bama Line Bully said, did you cop the Alma 4 shock drop on Soul Steels last night? It did not. I didn't even know that happened. What did I do last night? I don't know. I haven't been home too much. I've been working on the house and getting people coming in and fix things, and then I've been out. So, I've just been trying to take a break, to be honest with you, man. Like, I went super hard at this YouTube thing, like, real hard for, like, the past 4 years straight. And, I'm kind of been enjoying, like, since my birthday, I've been enjoying, like, going outside and talking to people and just having fun and stuff like that. And like I said, perfect time. There's not a whole lot going on. So, you know what I mean? Instead of me trying to figure out like ways to make videos for you guys and force it, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'll just take a little break right now. But I did see, speaking of all fours, I did see some of the places to where I would buy them early have like the bigger sizes. They got like 13 and 14 and stuff like that for sale right now. And those don't drop until September. And there's some official images of those. And I'm going to talk about that because I know originally a lot of us weren't really feeling that Air Jordan 4 on Maniére. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. We're going to have to look at the photos. but I don't know. We'll get back to that. Let's see. Primo 87 said Alma Maniére 4s over the 3s. Over the new 3s or the old 3s? Old 3s, no. New 3s, maybe. Jumpman Eric, work, bro. Raising my daughter too. Finally dropped some content this week. Y'all check it out. Yeah, man. Definitely go check out Jumpman Eric. And I have not seen your video, bro. I apologize. I'll check it out though. Promise. Mario, I'm glad it's dry right now. My wallet is thankful. Yeah. Like I said, I've been spending my money on getting my house fixed, man. Not really fixed, man. Like I'm getting windows, which is like have you guys ever bought windows, bro? Windows are expensive AF, bro. Like real expensive for windows, man. And I'm getting 14 of them. I have 26 total. I'm getting 14 of them replaced. It's expensive. Salvador says, what's up, everybody? What's good? Happy Friday. What up, Salvador? Thanks for being here. Tony Deese, what up? Vic Brown. Yo, what's good, James? Happy Friday, bro. Happy Friday, man. Thanks for being here, Vic. I appreciate you as always, my guy. Wet cement is 225. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I mean. 225 for that sneaker. Does it need to be 225? I mean, the materials are nice. You know what I mean? Like, I see me like personally, like as much as I understand the price increase. I also know that it's not really necessarily good for people's pockets, and they'll pass. I mean, there's people that will literally pass on that shoe just because it's 225. You know what I'm saying? Like, but personally for me, I and I hope no one at Nike's listening, but like I really don't mind like paying 225 or 250. Like an all moment year will be 220, 250 or 225 or whatever. I don't mind paying that for that because the quality of it is normally good. You know what I mean? The materials are good, and it's a little bit, just better materials and stuff like that than you get on like a regular GR. But like, some of these releases, like they'll just jack it up to 220, 225, and it's just a normal GR. Like, what was that? What was that Jordan 7? It was 225. I think it was last year. I forget which one it was, but like, was it the PS? No, I think it was the PSG. The PSG, and it was 225, man. Like a Jordan 7 should never be 225. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like the silhouette, should never be 225. I don't care what it is. But that sneaker sat, went for below retail, and sometimes a retail price can kill the shoe. If that was $200, probably still would have sat, but I think more people would have been interested in it. But Kicks and EDC, order on that app 20% off. Neil Kimman, wet cement has super nice materials for Jordan Brand. Yeah, it does. It does. Jay Veal, what's poppin', fellas? Salute and blessings to all in the building, man. Salute to you, bro. It's good to see you, man. How's your music in your you still gonna be in that movie, bro? I haven't heard anything from you about it. Neil Kimman said 27% right now. So it went down a percent since last time I saw it. Run them likes up, family, on your way in. Yeah, man. Please hit that like button. It really does help. Really does help. Shout out to Berg77, member for 7 months, man. Salute my guy. Thoughts on the wet cement? Is it a cop or is it a pass? Like I said, I said this a little bit a couple minutes ago. I like it. I'm gonna try to get it. I want it. You know what I mean? If for some reason I take my L, I don't think I'll pay any kind of resale money for it. You know what I mean? Like I've looked at. I'll be honest. I look at like almost every release and to see if I want to like pay to get it early, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Um, that one like I was close, but it was just a little bit too expensive for me at the time when I was looking at it. Just because I want it, like you know what I mean, but I like 225 want it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want 3 or 350 want it. So, but I like the shoe. I think it's great. Um, Jordan 4 favorite. That's my favorite silhouette. So, um, yeah, I mean it's a cop. It's a cop. We got to that one. Jumpman Eric said pass. Don't like gray sneakers. Jay Veal said pass on the wet cement. I like them, but not on my radar. Interesting. Bama. Bama line bully said, yeah, bro, I grabbed a 13. Nice. Neil said, cop for me, gorgeous materials and black outsole. Pop of color would be nice. I'm thinking royal blue laces. Jay Veal said, hey, Rick, sending you lots of blessings. Light and positive energy, my G. Hopefully your recovery will be smooth, man. Shout out to Retro Rick once again. Shout out to Neil Kimman. He gifted a channel membership. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. And that went to Marcus Crown Kick Stevens, man. Well deserved, man. And thank you, Neil, man, for all the support. Appreciate it as always. J Veal, almost when your fours are lit, fire. Vic said I need those black almond in your threes and the fours. Marcus said, hey, James, enjoy your break because things are about to pick up. Yeah, bro, and that's another thing too because I was talking about that with my fiance. It's like once we get past like some of these July and stuff like that, like once we get into like the fall, all through 2025, man, like I ain't gonna get a break. I ain't getting no break. I know that. I know I ain't getting no break. So if you're a content creator, man, now's the time to take a few days for yourself. Now's the time to take a few days for yourself because it is. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna pick up. It's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be fun too. Obviously we're not going to cop every single release or anything like that. We're not going to go crazy, hopefully, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's going to pick up. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a ton of releases. There's going to be a ton of great releases. But yeah, you're right, man. I appreciate you, Marcus. Thank you. And congrats on the channel membership from Neil. Dropkicks Lisa, retail for sneakers are insane. Yeah, I was talking to the security guard at my work about that, and she was like saying like how crazy it is like for her to buy sneakers like for herself and then her kids, like how much money it like, and she doesn't buy sneakers like we buy sneakers. She might buy back to school time for the kids, and whenever she so they can match or whatever. And she says and they're buying Jordan 1s and stuff like that, and they're 180, and then if they want anything else, so she got two kids, so her two kids, so every time she gets a sneaker or for herself and the kids, it's like $600 or $700. You know what I mean? It's just, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money in this day and age. Like, it really is. It's really insane when you think about it, but you know nice to take a break and take a step outside once in a while. Facts, bro. Facts. Hey, Fitz, what's good, Big J? Hey, bro. I'm doing well, man. How are you? How are you? Thank you for being here. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta respond to this text message. All right. Special Teresa. How you doing? How you doing? Uh we'll get to Neil's comment here. 225 gonna be busy for all of us. But especially you guys. Yep. Meg. What up, Meg? How you doing, girl? How are you? Thank you for being here. I think I know the answer for you, but let's hear it in chat. Best Alma Maniére sneaker. Obviously, the original Air Jordan 3 Alma Maniére. Obviously, that one. But I really like the Dawn 5 a lot. Like, I really like that shoe. Like it a lot. And then they're dropping another one in a diffused blue colorway next year. Z Sneakerhead has a mock up of. Maybe I'll pull it up here in a little bit. Has a mock up of it. I think we looked at it last week too. And that's, if that comes out like that, dude, fire. So I think that we're gonna see good stuff from them moving forward. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether you like the threes or these fours coming out or not, they're gonna continue to put out dope sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So I love the Alma Maniére collabs. Love them. But we did see official images of the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement come out earlier this week, and I like them. Right? From what everyone has been saying for months and months and months, this was one that they were supposed to be doing like closest to the OG as they possibly can. And we got official images of it now, and I was looking into what people were saying about it and stuff, and I saw quite a few people actually say that they're going to pass on this sneaker now. I don't know if I believe that or anything like that, because when the time comes, people switch up. I do it myself. But I guess people were saying that the 2018 version is better and that they already got that and they don't need this one. They're going to be sitting this out. I did see that multiple times. Now, the only thing that I really see a major difference between the 2018 version and the 2024 version, according to these photos, according to the photos, which, as you guys know, photos, there's filters, there's Photoshop, they do things to photos and video, color grading and things of that nature to get them to look a certain way, to make them look good. So, I haven't seen these in hand or anything like that, but from what I can tell, the only thing that I'm seeing on this is the elephant print looks different. Like I think it's lighter on the newer 2024 version than it was on the 2018 version. But I don't know. It's like one of the dopest Air Jordans ever. The Air Jordan 3 Black Cement, dude, is gonna sell no matter what. So no matter what people want to say about it or think about it or whatever the case may be, like that, this is gonna be a sneaker that moves. Like people looking forward to this right here. Some people think it's a little bit too soon to drop it from 2018. Maybe they should have waited a little bit longer. Maybe they wanted the reimagined version, just like the white cement threes and stuff like that. But I mean, personally, I don't have this. I don't have a black cement three. So for me, it's a cop. You know what I mean? Like you can't really mess this sneaker up. The leather, I don't know what the leather quality is going to be like, but from just looking at the photo now, leather quality looks like it's going to be nice. Got the Nike Air on the back, right? Can't go wrong with the Nike Air on the back. Man, that looks good. That looks real good. But this is a definite cop for me. A lot of people are gonna go after this. I forget who I just read the comment. He said he ain't picking up nothing until this. And these are supposed to come out in November. I think like right before Thanksgiving. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? You guys you guys feel any differently about this release now that we've seen some photos of it? Are you disappointed in it in any way? I mean, personally, I don't see what the problem is. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to elephant print, it's inconsistent on everything. I could take a Jordan 3 and put it next to another Jordan 3 and it's going to be inconsistent. You know what I mean? It's just the way that the pattern works and stuff like that. Some are darker, some are lighter, you know what I mean? But once again, these are just photos. These are just photos, How it's going to look in real life, that's going to be probably a totally different thing from what we're seeing in the photo. But it looks like they've done a great job. Like they didn't mess it up or anything that I can see. I'm still copping. I still need 2 or 3 pairs of these. But let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. John U. Ramirez said that elephant print looks bad for some reason. All right, let me take a closer look at it. Maybe I'm missing something here. I mean, I do see it's lighter. On the Georgetowns, it's very, very dark and very defined. That does look a lot lighter than say this one. Same with these cool grays. This is very dark. Let's pull out some white cement threes real quick. Let's see what these look like compared to that. Yeah, even this is more on the darker side. Yeah, I mean, if it comes out like that, then yeah, it's a little bit lighter. But if you guys remember when these dropped, some of you guys got pairs that looked good like mine, and some of you guys got lighter, kind of inconsistent elephant print. You know, that's just the way Jordan 3s are. You know, I don't, I'm not necessarily worried about it the way I guess some people are kind of feeling like these are going to be horrible or something like that. But, you know, like I said, if you guys remember, man, this this went crazy. This went crazy at the time when these first dropped. And, you know, I got 3 pairs of these and they all were good, mine. But then I remember, what was it? Familiar Kicks, like he got his were jacked up. I think Homegrown had a couple pairs, and one of his pairs was kind of jacked up a little bit, if I remember correctly. Some people were missing like the print on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Until we see like more people like show the real images of the shoe, like maybe like once YouTubers start getting them and stuff like that and start reviewing them, I'm not really gonna put too much stock in like a photo. Like I said, I mean, people color grade these photos, people Photoshop these photos. You know what I mean? It's I don't really put too much into it on just a photo. You know, and if you look down here, this dude. He posts a lot of stuff early, like the images of it, like before, like even like the official images come out. And if you look at this one, it does look darker. Like, you know, it does look more like what we see on something like this. But in the photos up here, it does look very, very, very light. So I don't know. I'm still in on it. I'm still gonna cop it. I still am interested in it, but I don't know. What was it? Didn't they just drop this cleat too? The yeah. I'm not gonna compare it to the cleat. I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. This is still going to be one of the hottest releases. Still going to be one of the most hype releases coming out for the holiday season. No matter what, it's going to be a cop for your boy. People saying that they're not going to cop it, they're lying to you. When the time comes, they're going to cop. They're going to cop this 1,000%. This is going to be a sneaker that does. I mean, unless they make like a boatload of them, you know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a sneaker that you're going to have to put in a little bit of effort for. You know what I mean? Salvador said, hell yeah, I'm definitely going to need 2 pair minimum. Fire. Married to designer. Yo, what up? That, my friend, is sneaker of the year. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Berg 77. 3s are my favorite, so definite cop. All right. That's how the OG look. Y'all bugging. That's what people were saying, man. That's what the whole reason that this was coming out was, that this was supposed to be the closest to the OG, you know, that they could possibly do. And, you know, if that's what they give us, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Marcus said black cement 3s are a double up. That's the light print. The OG is perfect. 100. Soul, what up, my guy? Salute. Go check out Soul Priority on Instagram and YouTube. That's the homie. Definitely go check him out. A Fits. JB made elephant print different on purpose because that's how they were back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never got a Jordan. I've never really gotten a. Only time I really inspected my elephant print was the white cement 3s, because, bruh, some people's pairs were jacked up. So I mean, you know, I was checking for that. But normally, I mean, I don't really pay too much attention to it. Drop kick sleeve, mandatory 2 pair. Need 3 of them. Need 3 of them, JVille said. HD sneakers, what's good, James? Yo, what up? Um, but like I said, man, like I don't know. It's good to see that they're dropping images and stuff like that. That means that they'll probably be available. They drop it in November. That means we'll probably start seeing them out on the streets probably like September, October, maybe even August. September, October though for sure. Goon Baby said, "Give me 2 pairs, 2 pairs." What else we got going on? Yeah, let's look at that. Let me take this off for a second. All right. All right, so we started seeing images, and they're already out on the streets, at least in the bigger sizes. Sledge, what's up, my guy? What's up, man? Lifter CB in the building. Um, Out on the streets in the bigger sizes right now, we're seeing the Ma Maniére Air Jordan 4 Phantom. And I'm still not crazy about this shoe. I'm not really. I just think they could have done something different, a little bit better with this. But now that I'm seeing like real photos of it, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Like when we started seeing this, like I was like, I don't know. And just like the mock up or whatever picture, it doesn't really look all that great. But these actually aren't bad. These actually aren't bad. I'm like I said, I'm still not crazy about it, but I'm more interested in it now than I was originally. Just because when you start seeing like real photos of something, when you start seeing like what it really looks like, and I know this is still an all moment year, it's still gonna have like attention and stuff like that. Um, I liked the original 4 that they did. I had it. I ended up trading it to somebody for an additional pair lost and found Chicago's. And at the time, they were like neck and neck as far as like value. Since then, the 4s have come down. At least in my size, they came down, and that ended up being like kind of like a really good trade for me. So I don't have the Alma Maniere 4s anymore that I had when they originally came out. So this is going to be one that I'm still probably going to go after. But like, if I miss out on this for some reason, I don't necessarily like need this. But I like it a lot better than I originally did. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it now that we're seeing like actual images of it, but I kind of feel like, especially when you look at like the back of the sneaker and like the materials are going to be good. It's got the satin sock liner up there, inside and stuff like that. Like that original Jordan 4, it's basically the same thing as that, like kind of inverted. But I thought that this was like way uglier when I originally saw like James Whitner wearing it. But seeing it like this, like some real images of it, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I would definitely rock these for sure. Let me know how you guys feel about it now. But We got some people in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already, please. Let's see. What did John say? Threes, J Balvin Rio, 2024, Alma Maniére's threes, Black Cement threes. Which is the best out of these three? For the three? I might not be the person to ask, man, because I'm gonna go with Black Cement 3. I'm gonna go with the Black Cement 3 every time. Like that's always been a sneaker I've loved. I just never got it, you know. So for me, it's gonna be that one. The Balvins would be second for me because that's a really dope shoe. That's a really dope shoe. And the Alma Maniére threes would be um, third, I guess. Those these I like these. I like these better than the black ones. Supposedly they're going to drop at the same exact time as the black ones. But for me, these are going to be the one that I go after before the black pair. The black pair is cool, but I would rather have these. I think these are nicer. These remind me more of something closer to like the original Alma Maniére 3, but like a different, like the next thing or something, like the sequel to that or something like that. The other ones, the black ones, I'll be honest, like, and I've said this, I'm just not really that, I don't really like these. I'm not saying I ain't gonna buy it or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't necessarily feel like these are all that great. Um, you know, we had Balvin threes, all black. We had we have Black Cement threes coming out, which is a cop. And honestly, I would pick the Black Cement 3 out of my collection to wear every single time over these. That's just me. And that's not a knock on Alma Maniére or the materials on it because I know they're going to be nice and stuff like that. It's just I would rather rather wear the Black Cement 3. But these Burgundy Crush ones, these I like these better. I don't know. I don't know if people agree with me on this or not. I really don't know, and I don't care. You know what I mean? I just like these better if this is what we're getting. But they're supposed to drop the same day. I think it's August 21st is the black pair. So we're supposed to get two of them. I think the black pair is in women's sizing if I'm not mistaken. But these are dope. But when these drop, I'm gonna try to get these more so than the black pair, just because I know I want these and I would wear these. Manual is Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester Pro Green shoe good for retail? I mean, any sneaker that you want that's 150. I mean, 150 is not a horrible price for a shoe. Um, I know that the prices on those came down. They were like like a month ago or so, a couple weeks back. They were like $1,000. Where are they at now? Let me look on my phone real fast. They're like 250. To like maybe 300 in the bigger sizes. They're gonna be limited. Yeah, for retail. Personally, I don't like the shoe though. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it really. And they're dropping a whole bunch of these too, like in that Jordan 4 RPM or whatever they're calling that. Um, I'm just not a fan of it. But it has a little bit of resale value. It has a name attached to it, so I'm sure people are going to be, I don't know. People are more interested in it because it has a name attached, and there's a little bit of money there. Unfortunately, like that's how a lot of people view sneaker releases. Me, I literally ask myself, like, would I wear it? Would I wear that? And if the answer is yeah, I buy it. And if the answer is no, I leave it where it sits. You know what I mean? Sometimes I buy sneakers just for content, like that happens. I'll be honest with you, but for the most part, man, like I don't know. I try to just get what I like what appeals to me. It's just that one just doesn't. It just doesn't appeal. Like I know I'm not gonna wear it. So, but yeah, for 150, yeah, it's worth a shot at 150, man. For sure. I want the Alma on your four Phantoms. Tony said he likes them. You're gonna get. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, who knows? I'm like I said, I ain't saying I ain't buying it. You know what I mean? It's like a nicer version of the Orchids coming out. Yeah. KB, what's good, my guy? What's good, bro? How you doing? Make sure you guys join the Discord. It's free if you haven't already. Um, got a link in there from KB Kicks. You guys can join up. It's free, man. Get your information. Join the community. A lot of good people in there. A lot of you guys are in there already. So if you want to join the Discord, I'm gonna pin that to the chat, top of the chat. And KB's done a great job. Did a great job with that, man. So shout out to KB for all that, man. Appreciate you as always. We also got some links in the description and the chat for Outrank brand. Save yourself some money there, and Resjuvenator. And there's also links to join the channel membership in the description box as well. And I'm probably going to do the afterlife for you guys to do that. Probably going to do that tonight because I do have a little bit extra time today. So I would love to kick it with you guys. So if you guys are part of the channel membership, we're going to be doing that after this. Ryan McPherson said, yo, what's up, my man? All fours a must cop. Yeah, let me pull that back up. Actually, let me see if I can find. Let me find another website. Yeah, they don't really have them. They have one photo. Yeah, but honestly, I like these more than I like these more than I did originally. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of switched up on these a little bit, but I actually do kind of like these now. Goon said it's the Nike Air for me. Allie said this is sneaker of the year, fan. What sneaker of the year, bro? The fours or the threes? I don't know where we're at here. Dominic Pacheco, what up? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing? Lifter CB said, I honestly would wear these more than the black cement threes. I respect it. I said, yeah, the four. The sneaker of the year. I have to see those Nigels in hand. Yeah. I just know I ain't going to wear it. I just know I wouldn't wear it. Function. Thoughts on the new Black Toe reimagined? I love it. It's a must cop for me. I think it's. I hate to keep saying this. Is it needed? No, it's not needed. But it's dope, and I like it, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm on your military blue and then bread. So those are the top 3 Jordan 4s for the year for you. What about the Fear 4s? What about those? How you feel about them? Yeah, what a year. That's true. Marcus said it's looking like there will not be a lot of stock for them Nigel 4. Yeah, I mean, and that's sort of to be expected. It's a collab. They're not going to put out a bunch of them. Um, I kind of see that being like $300 shoe. Um, I don't know though, man. I don't know. Like I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I get what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's cool. You know, I'm not gonna hate on it just because I don't like it or whatever. If you like it, buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me. It's just I don't know. I think my biggest problem with it is because like they kind of chopped off the Jordan 4, and like the Jordan 4 is like my favorite thing. So whenever I'm looking at it, it just looks wrong to me. And I think that that's why I don't like it. It doesn't have anything to do with like the color of it or like the materials or anything. It's just like an odd looking Jordan 4. And I get that, it's supposed to be for BMXing. And I actually know a couple of people that were into BMX. I actually grew up with somebody that was like a professional BMXer, and he used to go to like the X Games and stuff like that. And like we used to ride bikes. Like, I had a BMX bike when I was a kid and stuff like that. And I totally get it. But like as a person that has always loved the Jordan 4, I just don't care for it. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be like that. And whenever I'm looking at it just looks so wrong to me. And that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like it, I love it. But it's for me, it's just I just don't care for it. Doing good, bro. Hope all is well. Black Cement 3 sneaker of the year for me, in my honest opinion. Like I said, man, like that's gonna be a sneaker that, dude, that's gonna move, man. I'm telling you, that's gonna move. And elephant print or no elephant print, dude, that's gonna move. Crew, my guy, yo, what's up, bro? What's up? How you doing, man? How you doing? Sneaker of the year so far for me is the Breadfort Reimagined. Good materials, easy cop for everybody. That's definitely up there. That's definitely up there. I think for me, when we were talking a couple weeks ago, and then I made a video. It wasn't like a sneaker of the year video, but I was just talking about like my top 5 sneaker pickups of the year. That was in there. That was in my top 5. Great sneaker, iconic sneaker. They did a great job with it. Um, that's a sneaker that if you haven't gotten yet, I think you should get. If you look at, dude, Jordan 4 breads always go up in price, man. And the materials on that are nice. It's a comfortable Air Jordan 4. On top of that, very wearable. You can wear it in the winter, the fall, the summer. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like it's such a good universal sneaker. And I just remember like everyone going nuts for that shoe, like before the release happened, before, people were waiting for shock drops, and like people were just going so crazy for that shoe. That was the most so far this year. That was the most hyped shoe and release and all that. Like that was a crazy time period. And that was like early in the year, like what, February or something like that. That was such a crazy release. But I remember thinking like they actually did a great job with that. Like the release was good, the materials were good. Um, you know, and as a reimagine, all the way around so far. I mean, like that was the most hyped shoe all the way around. You know, um, people were going crazy for it. My sneaker so far is the Air Jordan 3 J Balvin's Dumbfire. Yeah, that's a great one, man. That's a great one. If you were lucky enough to get it, man, like, wow. You know, most of us took L's on that, but that was a great release. You know, um, some people don't, I guess, count collabs for sneaker of the year. You know, because they're always like limited, and you know what I mean. It's like hard to get them and stuff like that. But I have no problem with that being your sneaker of the year at all. You know what I mean? That is a nice shoe, definitely. I definitely like it better than the original one too, like the Medellin Sunset. That's a dope shoe, but the black one's where it's at. Thoughts on the Jordan 4 White Thunder? I know what I'm gonna say. I just want to pull up a picture so you guys have reference to what I'm discussing. I like the shoe. I like the original, Thunders, the Red Thunders. Like I have both of those. They're great. I'm probably gonna buy this, but I'm not crazy. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say like it's a must. Like I gotta have it. Um, the the Yellow Thunders and the Red Thunders. If you guys remember, if you got like a good pair with good quality, right? Like this is a nice shoe. Problem with these is like a lot of them will come ashy. Like I know somebody had red cements and his pair was ashy and his threading on his sneakers were like all jacked up. They had some quality control issues with these for whatever reason. And I kind of expect the same thing with this one. Um but it's a nice looking shoe. Um it it's definitely worth copping. But I don't know if I don't know if I want to see like green thunders or blue thunders, and I don't know like where does it stop? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I want to continue to see that. Um, but yeah, I mean it's a cool shoe. If I had to pick between this and like the Air Jordan 4 Fear because it's like a similar kind of colorway with the black and white scheme and stuff, I would go for the Fears every single time over this one. And we're going to be getting the Fears. So for me, at when I look at it like that, like do I need both of them? No, I don't. Um would I try to get both of them? I don't know, probably. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. As like a business decision, I would say Jordan 4 Fear way more so than these. It's just a better shoe in my opinion. But, you know, that's just me, and I hope I answered your question. Slide 27. Did I miss the discussion about the Black Cement threes? Yeah, we talked about it. We looked at the images. People are saying that the elephant print looks off, and I'm not really that worried about it. But yeah, if you want to scroll back on the live, we did talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it again here in a few minutes, but I don't know. KB said, "I love the Bread Fours, great sneaker all around." Yeah, I mean that was a great one. Let me get that. Yeah, great sneaker, man. Like you can wear this in the summertime, pair of shorts, it's gonna look great. You can wear this in the wintertime, sweatpants, jogging outfit, it's gonna look great. Material like the leather on here is really good, man. It's really good. I've worn these a bunch of times and like I don't see no creases or nothing in the toe box. Maybe a slight crease, maybe. But I mean, I've worn these probably like 10 times, man. And maybe even more than that, honestly. And they hold up great. Like you can beat these, like you can wear them a lot. Like they're still gonna look great. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. This is one of the top 5 releases of the year for me, for sure. For sure. Let's see where we're at with this release tomorrow. Let's see. So tomorrow we're going to be getting the Air Jordan 1 Low Barons. And as you can look, judging from what we're seeing here on the resale market, basically on GOAT going for like $130 across all sizes. So, this is going to be an easier cop, but this is a very clean shoe. I like this a lot, and I'm gonna get them. But this is gonna be an easy cop for you guys if you want to pick these up. I know it's not hyped or anything like that, so do you need to get these? No, you don't. But I don't know, man. I've been copping all the Air Jordan 1 Low OGs that come out. I think they're dope, and the colors too. Like we're coming out of summer. It's gonna look great in the fall with your gray, black, and white. It's a nice colorway, like a classic kind of a colorway too. So, how much are these on Nike? Like 140. So they got them in grade school and they got them in adult sizes. The grade school is 120. And 140. 140 for these. So we got anything else coming out tomorrow? Not really. Oh, those camos sat today. Those Jordan 3 camos. Oh man. Oh man, that's an ugly Air Jordan 3. Oh man. Yeah. Mm. Did anybody buy those? I'm sorry. If you bought them or liked them, I apologize. I didn't mean to make fun of them. But I thought they were hideous. So they're charging 200. Oh yeah, they're slightly below retail in every size for these. So yeah, I was not a fan of these at all. And these are women's release anyways. So, but cool idea. Just I don't know. Just a pass. Just a pass for me. Mm-mm. And then what else we got going on? Let's look at the prices for the wet cement. What was that? Wet cement for the Paris? Is that what they're calling it? Yeah. So these are 225, and it looks like the prices on these are dropping in what 7 days from now. So next Saturday, I believe. And we're looking at like in my size 292, slightly under 300 till you get to like size 10 and a half. Then you're in that 320 range. 12 and a half is 370. So I don't know. I mean, this is a cool shoe, man. This is a cool shoe. But from what I've kind of heard, like there's not going to be a whole bunch of these. So I don't know how easy these are going to be to get. Hopefully there's enough, because I think a lot of people want this. But I don't know. But 7 days out, it's like still over retail, which is a good sign. Um, it shows that people are interested in it. Olympic sixes. I love the Olympic sixes. That's a must cop, honestly, for me. I think that's so dope. KB said no cage, no go for me. Yeah, a couple people told me that. I think Homegrown said that. No cage. He doesn't like fours with no cage. Nubian King said I'll pass. Salvador said it's a cop for me. Homegrown. Speaking of the devil, my guy.
What's going on, man?
I was just talking about you.
Oh, let me get this off the screen back here so we won't have no issues for you.
Yeah.
I've been Twitch streaming college football 25. So
How you like that game?
I like it. I'm not gonna say I love it, but I really like it. It's the mechanic. Some of the mechanics are annoying. It's some stuff they need to fix, but yeah, no.
Is it the same? Is it like from the previous college game? Is it like the same kind of gameplay?
Let me see, because I have the very last one. Is it the same? No, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's got like as far as the look, the old one was more so towards the realistic look. This one has more of like a Fortnite kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
Not overly cartoony, exaggerated like Fortnite, but it's got like a cartoony kind of look to it. And I hate that kind of stuff, so it's not bad because it's tolerable. But the extra characters look terrible. Like the cheerleaders on the sidelines, they look busted. The people in the crowd, they look like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. No, they don't look that bad, but yeah.
So you've been like gaming.
Yeah. I've actually been playing since Tuesday, since they did the early launch, Tuesday, 4 p.m. So yeah. And that's all I've been doing.
You're Xbox. You're Xbox dude, huh?
I have both, but I mainly play on my Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here for this next topic because I know I couldn't be on your live because I was out for Melinda's birthday thing for her sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Happy birthday to her.
I did listen for a quick couple of minutes, and you guys were talking about shoe surgeon, and
yeah,
and I heard you guys talking about custom and fake, and what's real, and what's not, and so I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. I didn't get into any details, but Nike filed a $60 million lawsuit against the shoe surgeon.
Yes.
And this actually surprised me because whenever I saw this, I was like, but you work with him.
Right. As a matter of fact, he's got a, if you look at his Instagram, he's got a Nike collab that's coming out this month, and he's advertising it basically as like a middle finger. It really feels like a middle finger to Nike and their lawsuit right now.
Yeah. So like I saw that they were doing that, and I'm like, wow, bro. Like, wow. So I don't, I'm not a lawyer or anything, and like I don't know exactly.
Go to his website.
I don't, huh?
Go to his website.
Well, I have, and the only thing that I've seen when I went there was he had some Adidas stuff on there.
Oh no, you've got to click on the other option. unless he's taken it down since Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at the other options. Because so I kind of broke it down. We kind of broke it down and figured out what the actual problem was with the shoe surgeon and why they decided to hit him with a $60 million lawsuit. And a shoe designer, Saya Collective, somewhere in America. He has, his own shoes called the Culture Vulture. He broke it down as well. Like, he fully explained it. But I'll let you go to his website really quickly and pull that
All right,
up.
I'm gonna go there, but before I do that, I'm gonna read this article just a little bit, just to give people the information. But it says sportswear giant Nike is accusing American shoemaker Dominic Cabrone, better known as the shoe surgeon, of unauthorized use of trademark and counterfeiting of his designs. This was reported by Instagram account Sneaker Legal based on a court document from the U.S. court published on July 15, 2024. The founder and CEO of the shoe surgeon is no stranger to the fashion industry. He makes custom sneakers for stars like Justin Bieber. In the past, he collaborated with Gucci to design the limited edition Gucci basket sneaker. He also regularly gives sneaker personalization workshops in America where anyone can learn to design sneakers themselves. Sportswear giant Nike sees a problem with these workshops. A court document states that Nike repeatedly asked the shoe surgeon not to use Nike sneakers in both workshops and sales, and he did not comply with the sportswear giant. As a result, Nike is filing a $60 million lawsuit against him as compensation for the alleged damages. Then it says here, Nike files multiple lawsuits. Nike is often the subject of lawsuits. Last year, the company filed a lawsuit against New Balance and Skechers. The two shoe manufacturers are accused of infringing on patented technology. Sportswear brands Adidas and Puma were sued by Nike with similar claims, both of which were eventually settled their lawsuits. In early 2023, Canadian sportswear brand, I never heard of this, Lululemon,
Oh yeah, Lululemon. That's a popular one. That's been around for a long time.
was also served with a lawsuit by Nike. This case is still ongoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go look at his website, like you said. So,
And then we'll break it down a little bit. So first go back to the top and then go to shop. Go to shop. So it's not this one. I mean, but I mean, you can see he's got like lobster New Balances. He's got like Adidas right there. I'm like, I don't remember if they said Adidas has said anything to him, but I mean, he's got Adidas right here. And then if you go back up, I mean, he's even got Birkenstocks.
yeah.
But if you go back up and you go to the second option,
Merchandise.
Yeah.
Or open commissions. Let's go to merchandise.
It might be, yeah. It might be open commissions. It's there. It's there though. It is blatantly there. Go to the second option because
that just brings this up.
Yeah. Let's see. That one right there just brings. Yeah, there it goes. That's part of the problem right there. Right there is part of the problem. Those off-white Jordan 4s over there, I know that's a huge part of the problem. He's even got the little Doc Martens or whatever those joints are. Then he's got the Travis Scott lows.
These black and white ones are kind of fire. Actually,
yeah.
these
yeah, those are the best ones.
These right here are fire, bro. We got bandanas,
Yeah.
Imprint inside of it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And you see your reaction? That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back up and then what option is it? I think it's he's selling shoelaces for $150.
Yeah, I don't.
Accessories and apparel, I think it's in there. Um
So are these fake? Or are these
yeah,
custom?
they're fake.
Okay.
They're fake. But if you click on that other stuff, I'll and then you can come back to this. I'll tell you why it's fake.
What do you want me to click on?
Accessory, is it accessories and apparels? No, it's Surgeon Academy. Like it's one of those where you'll see like a drop down of all of the what is it? The patterns. He's selling the patterns.
Okay, so he's selling the
Like you go
he's
back.
he's selling no, here it goes. The workshops. Look, he got a pair of off-white Travis Scott's here in 3-hour in-person session because this is what they mentioned in the
Yeah.
article.
Yeah, now he does online and in person.
Unlimited access to our materials and equipment to customize
Yeah.
a pair of shoes exactly as your creativity designed.
Yeah. But if you go to one of those other options that's at the top, if you go back, he's got like the main patterns. Let's see, is it request a project? I think no, it's not that. But he's got the main patterns for Jordan 1s, the highs and the lows. He's got the main patterns for I think Jordan 3s, and they're clearly laid out, the pattern designs. And he's selling them for $500 a piece.
I wonder if people actually buy it.
Yeah, yeah. And he's also selling the tools in order to do what he does. Like they're in packets. Hold on, let me see if I can.
So he's teaching. So he's teaching people how to make shoes, basically, and Nike doesn't like that.
Yeah. So what I learned from watching Saya. Okay. So Nike does work with the shoe surgeon. And basically, Dom is one of those cases where you hear adults all the time say, you give them an inch and they take a mile.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. They gave him an inch because they did custom, they did like custom pairs, like the Ruffles Anthony Davis one that I got.
Yeah.
The Twix pair. Okay. And I found it. I'm sorry, James. I found it. It's under Surgeon Academy. And then if you go to the store and it says store, laces, merch, tools, bundles, kits, and patterns. But all of it. And then, he took the patterns down. Okay. Because Wednesday night, he had the patterns up for the Jordan 1s, the Jordan 3s, the Jordan 1 lows. I mean, and he's selling shoelaces for $150 a pair. But you give them an inch and they take a mile. They let him work with they worked with him on some projects. And then what it is he turned around and abused that ability and started mass producing, because there's no way that he could offer this service on his own. It was the mass production on the large scale that made his operation a fake operation, which is what made Nike come after him. He could have gotten away with it if he was just doing pairs here and there. And then if he were breaking the shoe down, taking the original pattern and then laying his material on top of the pattern, he would have been able to get away with it then as well. But once you start mass producing in large numbers, as Saya Collective explained, you're making reps. You're basically making rep pairs. And that's what Shoe Surgeon is doing. He's manufacturing these pairs. So he's into the rep territory.
Yeah, bro. Because like whenever I go on his website and I go back to was it Bespoke,
Yeah.
and it says here, click here to submit your request. So he'll just he's just going to create you like new Travis Scotts. Here you go.
Well, he ain't gonna do it. Ling Ling gonna make you a pair of them Travis Scotts using the materials that he requested. But yeah. Yeah. So
You know what my problem with this lawsuit is? It's not that Nike's wrong, because they're not. It's not that they're wrong, but like you need to hire this dude.
that's what a lot of people have said.
F trying to sue these people. Hire them.
But I think their
Because some of the
prices.
stuff that they do is better than what you give us, bro.
Yeah. But you know what? I think their price is too high. I mean, you know,
His price is
with
it's too high because he's making one pair of something.
right. Because you know, okay, let's take it to YouTube. A lot of YouTube channels that went corporate, a lot of those members of those YouTube channels are leaving. Some of those channels be my favorite, like Donut or you know, car content channels like that. A lot of them are leaving because these companies aren't allowing them to be creatives, which is what they started being. Like you, me, everybody else that participates in this space, we're creatives. And I really think with Dom, when it comes down to Dom and Nike, he's making some serious bread because these ain't cheap.
Yeah.
So if he's able to make this kind of bread on his own, and Nike has said over the years, when he started mass producing shoes, they figure, and this was just a guesstimate number, they figured he's made somewhere in the ballpark of $60 million within the last 3 to 4 years. Just imagine, he's been doing this for longer than that. So that's what they're suing him for. They're suing him for the last couple of years. So if he's able to make $60 million in the last 3 years, why would I want to work for Nike? For them to stifle me and put me under a contract to say what I can and can't do, limit my creativity, and then if I decide that I want to leave or break the contract, they're gonna sue me, or they're gonna put a
Yeah, but at the same time, like I get it, like you're creative, but you're creative with their product. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you created your own brand called Brick. You know what I mean?
true, true.
And Brick is bussing. You're creative with somebody else's identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But you know, the problem is Nike let him partner up with them. So
right.
they kind of gave him the okay. So I mean, apparently he's got a better reach than what Nike does, or he's got what Nike needs. Because he's tapped in with all the athletes. Let's be honest. He's tapped in with all the athletes, the celebrities, people with huge social media influences. Because they damn sure ain't giving us no shoes. They not giving us no shoes.
Right.
They're not asking us to come, you know, visit Beaverton.
Right. Right.
Like, so I mean, I don't think. I mean, Dom is like their kid. They're just giving them a little whooping, man. Sometimes your kids need a little spanking, and this is what this is. It's just a $60 million spanking. Now, to us, $60 million is bananas. Like that would that would ruin us for the rest of our lives and for our kids' lives and their kids' lives and their kids' lives. But I highly doubt that they will hit Dominic over the head for 60 million. Man, maybe they will, because Dominic is that kid that's just like,
Well, honestly,
screw you, Dad.
the original post that I saw, like statement from Nike,
Yeah.
said we have continued to ask him to stop because
Mm-hmm.
he is released.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, so
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like they ain't even want to do it, but like
Right.
they kept asking, they kept sending him in for I guess cease and desist or something like that.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
he
Right.
just said "f you" and just kept doing it. And so now they're like, well, I guess we have to sue you. So
I think they've asked him between 4 to 6 times, and all 4 to 6 times he's just been like, "I'm gonna do what I want to do." So I mean, I don't feel bad for him. And he clearly has the bread. When you're charging people $2,000 to $3,000 to attend your class, and people are attending those classes, and then
well, he's got a name. I mean, he's made a name for himself. Even like me,
yeah,
I'm not even all that familiar. Sorry, guys. My girl is at the Ludacris concert right now, and
oh, that's dope.
she's texting me and stuff. But um
She's an ATLian.
yeah. Well, dude, Atlanta's my second home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, I'm like even me. Like I'm not all that familiar with him, but like I know who he is. I've seen his stuff. Like I know that Nike worked with him. I know that they worked on stuff together and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like when I saw that they were
Right.
suing him, I was like, "Yo, wow,
Right.
that's crazy." But like that. But see, that's the problem with Nike though. Is like take these Travises for example. Like they may not look all that like great, right? But like yo, he's got like patterns in there that they ain't do. Like it's stuff like people like this that have creativity, right? Those are the people that they need to try to lock in and get on board. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of just making, the camo threes. You know what I'm saying? Like they need.
Also, we're gonna that's what kind of time we're on. We're gonna attack the camo threes.
I mean, no offense to anybody that likes him, but
Now,
like,
I don't like them. They're not my favorite, but that's just kind of beating somebody when they down.
but instead of suing all these, because this isn't they've sued everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But like, instead of
Yes.
suing these people, man, like, why don't you give them a job? You know what I mean? Give them a job. Like, how much could it really cost them? You know what I mean? You're charging 200.
Ooh.
You're charging 200 and 250. Well, if you think about it, they give athletes hundreds of millions of dollars, and all they do is wear the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying hire everyone, but like, bro, like I don't like I don't know, man. Because some of these designs, like these newer designs, like they're just not it.
A lot of the new designs are trash, which is why they're just releasing a butt ton of retros because I mean, number one, they're trying to give people what they want. So this is what I think Nike is doing. Okay. Nike is clearly out of ideas. I watched a Instagram video the day Nike stock tanked. When that happens, everybody drops a video the same day, which kind of makes you wonder how much of a secret the tanking of Nike stock really was. But I watched a video where a young lady said, "I'm not surprised that Nike stock is falling." She said Nike was known in the beginning for their running shoes, their track and field shoes, which is true, which is how Nike started. Track and field,
Right.
running.
Right.
Um, and she said Nike has long since gotten away from designing shoes for the runner in mind, their main target audience. She said she runs marathons and decathlons and things like that. And she said, I hadn't worn a Nike in I don't know how long. And she said other people, because she's in like run clubs and stuff like that. She said, I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a Nike at the run club. There's other running shoes that I've never even heard of. And that's one of the problems. Nike is allowing these other lesser brands or lesser brands compared to them to kind of gain traction whether it be Saucony or Diadora or Asics or even Adidas. Like Adidas is, for lack of a better term, Adidas is at the end of its rope, but Nike has given Adidas life because Nike has fumbled the ball. Like they are seriously have fumbled the ball. But she talked about how Nike seems to have focused more so on retro classics and Jordan and things like that. And I agree with her. But the thing is they've doubled down on Jordan to their detriment. Like instead of increased the volume of what people wanted, they've just increased the volume of shoes in general. And it's been a large volume of what people don't want.
Right.
So therein lies the problem. Like we get a ton of complaints. We hear, and for somebody like you and for somebody like me, we've done this for so long that it kind of falls on deaf ears for us, but there's new people that come in all the time. We've heard it so much. Like, why not make more of these shoes? And more of these shoes, be it the Deion Sanders Diamond Turfs, the Travis Scott collabs, some of these ridiculously limited Nike SB collabs. We've been begging for more of those for forever. I got back into the shoe collecting in 2016, and it's the same stuff I've been hearing over and over and over and over and over again since 2016. Now we've blamed resellers, we've blamed botters, we've blamed backdooring, we've blamed everything. And we've refused to put 100% of the blame on Nike because they could easily just make more. They could easily just produce more. And I don't know the logistics behind it, but I feel like I don't have to know much of the logistics enough to say that we should 100% blame Nike. And they know it.
Right.
They know it. And even if you build popularity for it, take the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks, for instance. How many people crapped on this release?
Before
How many people?
everybody.
Right. How many people talked down on this release? How many people continue to talk down on this release? But I mean, and the resale prices aren't crazy like they were in the beginning, but the resale prices are still high. Like $400 for $120, whatever it was, like $100 something dollar shoe, 200 something dollar shoe. Yeah. It's still crazy. And even though people crapped on this shoe, guess what? It's still sold out. And there are still people saying, I want this shoe. Why? Because Nike didn't make enough of it. So I say all that to say it's Nike's own fault they're in the position that they're in. And I guess they're too stubborn to do anything about it.
Also, they're judging their numbers off of inflated COVID numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, whenever you look at the pie chart and they're in a boardroom and they're looking at their sales for 2020, 2021, 2022, they're up here, but then 2023 and 2024, down here.
Right.
So I mean,
Nike is their own worst enemy. Nike's going to be their downfall.
It's not even that they're going to have a downfall. It's just, dude, like, it's in this economy. Like, no, you can't eat a shoe.
That's true.
You can't live. True. You can't live in a shoe.
That's true.
$210
is ridiculous for a shoe when they could easily charge $190. And I don't believe that we're looking at $200 price ranges. Because I mentioned this Wednesday. I don't believe we're seeing $215 price markups, $220 price markups because of the economy. I strongly believe that we're seeing an increased hike in retail prices because of the simple fact that Nike saw resellers making a large markup price off of their shoes. And they said, we want to get in on that action. If we're selling the shoe for 160, be it the Jordan 1, and somebody's selling it for $300-$400 release day, hey, that means people are willing to pay more for the shoe. But the thing is Nike, we don't want to pay more for the shoe from you. We want to pay, we're paying more for the shoe because you didn't make enough for us to get it. Larry G, absolutely. That's facts. Nike, your shoes are not worth that much. And they're not. They're not. I mean, we got to a point back in 2020, 2021 where we were happy to say 160 was good enough for me. 160 for Jordan 1. What was it? I don't think Jordan 4s, I don't think they really started to ramp up at that point. But we were okay with Jordan 1s being 160, that 160, 170 price range. And then we were okay with everything else being like that 190 price range. We were fine with that. When they started trying to see how far they could push us with the collabs at $200, $210, that's when we were like, okay, hold on now, hold your horses. But we were willing to pay that $200, $210 because it was a collab. We understood that the collaborator needed to get paid a little bit. So we were okay with paying that. Now making regular releases like a Jordan 4 SB is not a collab. Let's be real. That's
Right.
not a collab.
It's not.
That's two companies within Nike.
I mean, it's a different division in Nike, and they do their own thing, but it's still Nike, bro.
Right.
You know what I
Nike
mean?
still owns them. Nike, yeah, no, they're not doing anything extra as far as expenditure. They're not paying for ideas or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's all in-house. So that's not technically a collab. I mean, it might be a collab between two different brands under the same umbrella or two different subsidiaries, but it's not a collab, in my opinion. A collab is when one company joins up with another company and they partner up to make a product, i.e. Travis Scott and Nike, i.e. a basketball player and Nike, i.e. The bicycler. Why can't I forget it? Why can't I? Nigel Sylvester and Nike. Those are collabs, in my opinion. So Nike's not doing anything extra. So why are we being charged $210 for a Jordan 4 SB? Because we're playing the fool. Now, I guarantee you, if we don't pay that $210 and we let those Nike SBs sit, they'll go on sale. The next release they do, if we let it sit, they'll go on sale. And Nike, the following, no, they're not going to do it the following year, but the year after, they'll stop charging us that $215 for Nike SBs.
They never bring the price back down, bro. That's the thing. They would rather keep that price at
yeah, you're right.
215 and then let them sell on GOAT for 182.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
I've never seen. Yeah, you're right. I've never seen. Now that I think about it, I've never seen Nike.
Yeah, they're not going to bring the price down. They would rather let that sneaker sit and then sell them at the Nike outlet or whatever, and you know what I mean? Because then it still gives it the illusion that it's expensive, but then you know what I mean. We all pay way less than that everywhere else, so it's
right. So
I'll be right back.
At Fitz said, so you are saying the Tatum 2s is a collab. Yes, the Tatum twos is a collab. Anytime you have to pay somebody outside of Nike and you all create a product, you all come together to create a product, yes, it is a collab. And I'll give you an example of why it is a collab. The Diamond Turfs. Now, Nike owns the shoe, Nike owns the pattern. They own that. But the name was owned by Deion Sanders. Why do you think you didn't get a true Diamond Turf up until this year, 2024? They released, I believe, 2 Diamond Turfs. They tried to release 2 Diamond Turfs in between that time from the original drop to 2024, but they could not put all the original branding on it because Deion refused to sign with Nike. He was not happy with Nike not paying him. Whatever his reasons were, he wasn't happy, so they couldn't do it. So that ended that collaborative relationship. Now, when Deion signed as a head coach with Colorado, and Colorado is partner with Nike, you know, they kind of had to make up and do the behind the scenes things. And they got back together, and now you have an official Diamond Turf. I don't know where my Diamond Turf is. I put it up, but that's different. Current players. No, that's not different because, like you said, Tatum. If Tatum decided to end his contract with Nike, they could no longer brand that shoe as the Tatums. They would have to brand it as something else. An example of that is Yeezy, Kanye and Yeezy. When Kanye ended his contract with Adidas, they could no longer call those shoes Yeezys. And Yeezy is what was selling the Adidas brand. It wasn't the shoe, because let's be honest, the shoe is terrible. But Yeezy was the Yeezy name was selling those shoes. Now, Adidas and Kanye came to an agreement that if they allow, that's why they had to come to an agreement. That's why Adidas had to kind of pander to Kanye and request that they use his name. Fitz, I don't know where you're going with it, but I don't think you're understanding. But the point still stands. A name and a product is still a collaborative effort. It does not matter how you want to twist it or tweak it or do whatever you want to do with it. It is a collaborative effort, because without the face of a product, the Tatum would not sell without Tatum. The Tatum would not sell in the manner in which it does without Tatum. The Yeezy would not sell in the manner in which it sells without Kanye. Kanye's not a signature athlete. But it's a collaborative brand. It is a coming together of two companies. Maybe you need to look up the definition of collaborative brand. And it's not being, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you or anything like that, but maybe you need to look up the definition of collaborations between brands so that you can have a better understanding of what a collaboration is. I wish I could pull up the stuff for you and put it on screen, but I don't have that ability. Because I don't think you fully grasp the concept. But collaboration, by definition, is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. So they had to work with Jason Tatum in order to create something. Adidas had to work with Kanye in order to create something. Deion Sanders had to work with Nike in order to create something. Don't get it misconstrued. Don't misunderstand. when they come out with these colorways, they ask these athletes if they like the colorways, and sometimes they go against some of the wishes and say, I think it would be better because they have more of the say so in the collaboration. And sometimes they say, okay, well, we're going to go with what you like because you are bringing us what we want. And that is young basketball players buying our product.
And fans of theirs.
Right. So yeah, I'm not sure what you were trying to say, Fitz, but yo Sosa, man. Hey, yo, what's good, brother? What's good, yo? Larry G said, if you hit for retail, it's like you're getting scammed on prices, and if you go resale, it's like you're getting scammed. That's true. That is so very true.
For most things, not everything, but yeah.
And in order to get out of that cycle, the only way you can get out of that cycle is to stop selling these products out. But for the small amount of people in our culture, let's say everybody that was a sneakerhead decided we're going to rebel against Nike and we're not going to pay these exorbitant prices, and we're no longer going to continue to sell these sneakers out. There's millions of other people that might see the shoe on the shelf and be like, hey, yo, I love this shoe. Let me go ahead and buy it, because they don't know anything about it.
Yo,
hey, Larry G.
Shout out to Larry G, man. Gifting
Larry G,
5
man. What's
channel
good?
memberships, man. And
appreciate you, Larry G.
And that went to A Fitz, Oliver, Mr. Abby, Vic, and Kicks for Days. Yo, shout out to Larry, man. Thank you so much, bro. And congrats to everybody who got them.
He said, yeah, I meant certain shoes. Hey, right. Facts. That's absolutely 100% correct. But how to fix that problem, I wish I could tell you how to fix that problem. But I know we can. Hey man, blessings to you, Larry G, man. Sure. And I know we kind of trailed far off of the shoe surgeon thing, but to get back onto the shoe surgeon. Yes, at this point he is making fake shoes. They are reps.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on his website is fake. Like Soul Priority said, everything is fake. Does that mean he won't have the blessing to do collabs in the future? I highly doubt it, because like in the report said, like James said, Nike asked him more times than they've asked any other company
to knock it off,
stop doing what he's doing. And he kept doing it. So I mean, he need the belt. He need Big Mama's belt. And 60 million is big. That's one hell of a belt.
Hey, I like your shirt, Homegrown, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it. It says no one cares about your diet. Yeah.
I thought it just said no one cares. that was good enough for me.
Oh man.
But
no one cares is good. I mean, that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was talking to my therapist. Yes, I go to therapy. I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, she was asking me about something, and I was like, dude, I'm a man. Nobody cares how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And she was like,
that is so true.
She was like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, it's like, I mean, you ask me and you're paid to ask me. I was like, but no one really cares how I feel. Like,
right.
Like no one really
paid to ask me.
More people care about my opinion more so than what I feel. You know what I mean?
Right.
As a man, no one cares how you feel.
That's
as a man,
true, man.
And that's facts, bro. No one cares.
They just want you to suck it up and keep soldiering on.
Yeah. So
that's pretty funny.
So when you said no one cares, like I thought about that, and I was like, yo, I was like, no one cares. Like, but so what else is going on, man? How's everything on the channel?
Um, I just dropped a video. I guess I would say I just dropped a video. I know I've been needing to do it. I mean, there's not, to be honest, there's nothing going on. Well,
Yeah.
there's things going on, but there's nothing that I care about per se with
Right.
shoes going on.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've preached from day one, I'm not gonna buy anything that I don't like or don't care about. Now if you all, and I keep knocking this mic, but if you all care about it and want to see it, you all have to DM me or make a comment under a video and request that I get it before it actually drops to talk about it. But if y'all like, hey, if I don't like it, it ain't gonna pop up on the channel per se, unless it's just so ridiculous that like I just think it's funny to talk about it, i.e. these right here. And I've had these for a while and I still haven't done a video on it. And I've been
Is that the Kanye?
yeah. And I've been contemplating ideas on how to do the video and things like that, but I ain't done it yet. So I'll do it eventually. The death of Adidas and the death of Kanye and all of that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I didn't drop a video this week.
Right, I did. I noticed last week was slow, and I noticed you didn't drop a video this week, which is good. That's good. YouTube, well, I don't know. It depends on how you look at YouTube. Monetary wise, YouTube might not like it, but it's good algorithm wise for you, because I've always thought like you drop way too many videos in 1 week. You don't allow videos to breathe. But that's only personal opinion. That's like assholes.
I mean, dude, when I feel it, bro. You know,
Right.
like, I went so hard for so long, and like I was talking, and I talked about, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, but I was talking to my girl, and like I spoke about this at the beginning. And I was like, after a certain period, though, it's going to be nonstop for the next year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Next 20, like
so she's like
November to 2025. Yeah, that's
so
gonna
she's
be.
like, if you're gonna take a break, take the break, because if not, you're not gonna get one.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So we spent a bunch of money on Windows. No,
Oh, she conned you into buying window. Are they energy efficient windows that you can write off on your taxes and get your money back?
Yeah. So, but
yes,
yeah,
sir.
they're getting installed next month, and I'm getting 14 of these.
I might have some like some big news next time y'all see, or not next time, but maybe the time after that, or maybe the time after that. But I mean, I'm getting into some things.
You get married, or is she pregnant?
Man, neither. Neither. Yeah. But it's just, I guess, different steps, bigger steps, different steps. More so into locking down ideas and things like that.
What up, DS?
DS. Oh, you know what? Show that video that DS put in the chat.
Which one?
Pregnant? Don't do that. Heck no, DS.
The one where they were fighting.
Yeah. What is the dude's name? From Cool Kicks. I don't watch Cool Kicks. I don't like any of their content. Like okay, if y'all have not seen the video, it's somewhere. I've got it labeled. I think it's alive, but feel free, look at it if you want to. I don't care. But Cool Kicks is a bunch of freaking scam artists. I think I've done 2 videos on them. I've done a live.
Don't they clap everybody's channel though?
They ain't clap mine.
But don't they?
No, they don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, they only clap people's channels who like negatively talk bad about them. Like they went after Trippin'. I think they went after Trippin'. But I mean, if you've got empirical evidence and you don't accuse anybody of anything, they can't clap you for anything.
All right. Well, I'm just
They
gonna
can't
play. I'm
clap
gonna
you.
play this video.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
Rami, I think his name is. Excuse me, got the hiccups. Rami is this dude's name. We ain't got
You
no
selling
sound.
them. You bringing them to me.
Okay, what you want to do?
I'm the one that's gonna tell you.
What you want to do, bro?
They fake. I don't want to.
Bro, you fake, bro. What you mean? They real, bro.
I feel like you're getting disrespectful, bro. I'm trying to sell you some.
Disrespecting my shoe, man. I'm a sneakerhead too, bro.
I don't
Nobody
think.
got more shoes than you at your house, bro.
You probably do. Yeah, you probably. I ain't saying that.
You check them out, bro.
I don't even need to check them. Dog just look like. What you gonna do?
Come on,
what you gonna do then?
I'll take all y'all. What y'all want to do?
Bro, it's only over a pair. It's just a pair of shoes. I'm a legit checker.
I'm the shoe head though. I'm a sneakerhead. I'm born with the gun.
You selling?
Okay. KB said that video was old. So DS, you showing us old videos, man. And see, this I don't know whether it's old or not because I don't watch Cool Kicks content. Like I watched in the beginning 2 or 3 day videos, but when I realized it was nothing but corn stars and nothing else to try to bring hype to their channel, and it's just a weirdo running their channel, I stopped watching them, especially after I talked to the dude where he was robbed and then the shoes were taken to Cool Kicks and they knowingly sold his shoes after he told him he was robbed. I really stopped fooling with Cool Kicks. But in this video, as you can see, now Rami is not, whether it's staged or whether it's real, Rami is known for messing with people like this, you know, telling people their shoes are fake or telling them it's some kind of issue, or basically kind of like both of them ain't got no hands, or basically kind of like stringing them along, and then at the end of the conversation he go, nah, I'm just playing, you know, we can just go ahead and do it. Whether this is real or fake, it's one big L altogether. Real or fake, it's one big L. These sneaks, man, salutes to you, man. Appreciate you for coming through. It's one big L because we like the authenticity of sneakers when it comes to this, like interactions, purchases, the thrill of the hunt. That's what made sneakers exciting. If you're staging this, trash, you trash. And it just goes to show how little of ideas you have and how desperate you are just to stay on top. If this is real, you can't keep playing with everybody. Everybody don't play with people like this. And Larry G, yeah, you're right. They are just shoes. But you know, at the end of the day,
not even nice shoes. They were just some dunks. Like
they were some dunks. But at the end of the day, it's principle. It goes down. It goes a little deeper. It goes to principle. Because if you walk into a store, let's say he's a reseller, and he's got a big following, and he goes into Cool Kicks, and at this point, you know, when you walk into Cool Kicks, the interactions are going to be recorded. And I'm pretty sure they don't put all of their interactions on cam. So let's say you're a reseller and you go into Cool Kicks because you're just trying to offload some extra stock. And this dude tells you your shoes are fake. Imagine how that would impact your business if they decide to drop that video. That could potentially screw your business. All for their enjoyment, so they can get clicks and views. So then, yeah, you would be pissed off. I think I put in the group chat, it's almost like, what was the example I used? I don't know. Let me see if I can pull it up.
What you said?
Yeah.
You said Rami is known for messing with people. Another reason why I don't mess with their content. That one?
Yeah. Yeah.
He asked to open some shoes and broke the guy's strap and told him, "You shouldn't have told me I could open them." Trying to make their content good by messing with it, it's bound to go sideways.
Yeah. So another video, he asked the guy if he could, you know, check the shoes out and unbuckle the strap, and the guy said, "Yes, sure, of course you can." Well, the shoes were so old, they were sitting in the same position for so long. When he unbuckled the strap, he broke the strap. And instead of offering the guy something because he broke the guy's shoes, he goes, "Well, you shouldn't have told me I could open the strap." Dude, what the hell, bro? What the hell, man? You just
Who? But like, honestly, like a real question. Like, do people
yeah.
actually watch that type of stuff?
Yes, they do.
Like you. I mean, because honestly, like I don't care if people go in there and sell their shoes. Like I don't know that doesn't interest
Yeah.
me at all.
But like one of the I guess founding fathers of stuff like that was like Cam's Kicks and
Yeah.
other individuals like that. But yeah, people actually watch that content, and he goes, "I'm sorry, dude, it's your fault. You shouldn't have told me. You should have told me I could open the shoes." That's like, let me think of something real quick. What could I compare that to? I don't know. Usually I got something, but I don't know. I don't know. But either way it goes, it's sad. Whether it's real or whether it's fake, it's sad on Cool Kicks' part. Why you would have to put somebody in a bad position just to shoot your views up. And I even made a comment somewhere else about that, where I was like, and it is just shoes. It is ridiculous that it's just shoes. But beyond shoes, like I said, it's the principle behind the shoes. You could be ruining somebody for just so you can move up in the rankings. If I got to step on somebody, I don't want to step on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you also said touching a hot stove. But yeah, I'm not all for stepping on somebody. I'm a firm believer in what's meant for me is meant for me. And it is what it is, man. I'm who am I to try to stop somebody's success or whatever?
Happy birthday, Sosa.
Hey, happy birthday, yo.
I think it was yesterday, but either way, happy birthday.
People play with their lives a lot these days. Exactly. And you don't know what mental state somebody is in. You absolutely never know what mental state somebody is in.
You don't. You really
Now,
don't.
if for a fact you know that those shoes are fake, that's a whole nother story. That's fine. But if you're bullshitting somebody, if you're BSing somebody just for clicks and likes and views and for the entertainment of children, come on, man, don't do that. That interaction honestly did not look staged. He looked like somebody where he was a perfect example of you don't know what mental state somebody is in.
I mean, obviously, he might be down bad because he was just trying to sell
Right.
some.
Right. He might have just been trying to get a quick 50 or quick $80. So, yeah, no. I don't admire. Cool Kicks allegedly tried to sell some fake shoes to another shoe store across the street. I talked about that too. I don't admire anything Cool Kicks does, and they're a huge joke to me.
What's beef?
Right.
But we're gonna shut it.
When you mess with us, guaranteed to leave you up under the bus.
We're gonna shut it down for tonight. We're gonna do the after live right after this. So for anybody who's in the tier 2 channel membership, we'll see you over there. If you want to join it and come over there with us, there's a link down in the description box for the second tier of the membership. It's like uncensored. We just kick it, have a good time, and we'll be over there. But Homegrown, let them know where they can find you at.
So across all platforms, it's Homegrown Kicks, even Twitch. It's been like 10 years since I did a Twitch stream, but I'm back into it. Homegrown Kicks on Facebook. Hey man, y'all follow me on Facebook because you can't stream on Facebook anymore unless you got 100 followers. So please and get that going. I'm trying to make that a really good community. Instagram, Twitter. I say some crazy stuff on Twitter. That's where you're bound to find HG Uncensored on Twitter. Y'all know how crazy I am on live in general. I'm extremely crazy on Twitter. What else? YouTube, of course. Instagram is homegrown_kicks. That's the only one that's different because somebody decided that they wanted to be me. Nobody's better than HG, the original Homegrown Kicks. But that aside, yeah, man. Sorry I was late to see y'all. I miss y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Soul to Soul Live, man. Love y'all again. Thank y'all for all y'all support.
And once
I hit
again,
1K.
congrats on the 1K, my guy. Congrats on the
Yeah.
1K. Yeah. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. But yeah, I think I'll be making some videos this week coming up. I'm gonna cop them Jordan 1 lows tomorrow. Probably might get
Willows.
the OG Barons.
Some Baron lows. I don't know what them is. I probably won't cop them there.
Yeah, I'm getting them.
I like the RM.
And then I don't know. I think I'm gonna get a shoot early pretty soon here. But I'll have some content here pretty soon. And you know, and obviously we will be back next Friday with another Soul to Soul. Do you have a song for it today? Do you have a rhyme for it?
No.
Right.
No.
He's just showing them. Okay.
Yes.
So make sure you guys come back on Friday, next Friday, every Friday at 7
What is
p.m.
that
Eastern
Larry put
Standard
up
Time.
there? That's a small script. That's like, what? You're gonna go blind trying to see that. Larry, man, what you got going on, brother?
But like I said, if you guys want to come over to the After Live, link in the description for the channel membership. And we'll see you guys next Friday, man. Thank you guys for everything. We love you and stay safe and enjoy the time with your families. We love you. We out.